Hello, folks. This is Steve Wolbach, your friendly public adjuster. I'm working on my second video. That's what this one is. But it's actually a follow-up to what I talked about in my first one, which was regarding deductibles and how a deductible was applied. What does a deductible actually mean in the language of a policy? Well, today what I wanted to do was take it a step further, because there are some policies that actually have what I term a two-tier or multiple-tier deduction or deductible level. And what that does is, for the majority of your perils, you have one deductible, $500, $1,000, $1,500, whatever it is, you have that. But there are other perils, sometimes just one, but there may be a few: a hurricane, hail, wind/hail, something along those lines, that has a different value for the deductible, and I assure you, it's higher. I've never seen it lower. Sometimes it can be increasingly higher. It can be kind of scary. This is something you need to pay attention to when you get your declaration page in the mail. That would be for the new year coming. You need to read this. The insurance company clearly has that listed there, but it's not highlighted. There's no bullet running to it. It's not in special color ink. There's nothing that's yelling at, "Hey, here I am, read me, I'm new." The insurance company can add things to the policy, but it's up to you to read and question them. And they state, if you have any questions, please call us and we'll be glad to explain and go over that with you. But if you never read it, if you never review it, you'll never have those questions. Well, the question I'm dealing with today is the fact that there are at times two-tier deductibles. And that's very, very important. You can have a deductible. We mentioned a standard deductible would be roughly $1,000. Okay, that's pretty average. It's nice when I see a policy that has $200. I don't see many of them anymore. But with this second tier, for these certain listed named perils, that deductible can be, worst case, upwards $20,000 or more. Well, can you imagine what type of loss you need to sustain that would come up to $20,000 before the insurance company would pay 1 cent? You don't want to find yourself in that position. You need to read the policy. You need to call the insurance agent and discuss that with them. Hey, I noticed that on my declaration page, you've now imposed a second level of deduction here. I see that for a hurricane, my deductible now is a percentage of 5%. Well, I don't want that. That's too high. Sometimes they can adjust that. Sometimes they will tell you, this is how we're writing the policies now, and unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. So now you need to make a decision. Do you stay with this and accept this, which I very much urge you not to, or you move on? And when you move on, then you will now shop around and again make it clear, I do not want to have a second level of deduction for various perils. We need to have a nice, reasonable one for any peril. So I hope that this has been informative to you. As I say, you need to read that declaration page that comes to you in the mail. Everybody always looks at the bottom line. What's it costing me this year? Maybe they look back and say, well, what did it cost me last year? Okay, there was an increase of X amount. All right, I see what it is. Let me put it away. Do not do that. Go through it line by line. See what changes. There are absolutely changes. Every time you get a declaration page, there's some other changes made. It's up to you to know what they are and to understand how they may affect you in the event that you have to file a claim. So very important. Again, thank you for watching. If you learned anything, please like my page and share my page. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my page. Again, I really appreciate you guys supporting me and looking at this. God bless you.